Stand by. 3, 2, 1.
This podcast is brought to you by Digital Heaven, the hottest tools for the coolest apps.
Hi and welcome to Hot Tips. I'm Martin Baker. Stand by for more tips on using paste attributes in Final Cut Pro. Last time we looked at pasting filters and motion tab parameters between clips. In this episode we'll be using paste attributes in a different way by leaving filters and motion tab parameters as they are and replacing the media instead. In this example, I've got a multi-layer composite that's a similar setup to a weekly show I worked on a few years ago. It was a BBC Music programme called Top of the Pops, and every week it was my job to build various chart countdown sequences in Final Cut Pro. I'm going to show you the same technique I used back then, which saved a great deal of time. When you've got a complex setup like this, it's often far easier to paste new footage into an existing clip rather than start with a raw clip and paste the filters on top. So let me start by running through the layers. I'm going to solo each clip with a very useful shortcut, Ctrl+S, so you can see how it's constructed. On V1, I've got a moving clouds background made in Motion. Then on V2, there's an image of lines which is being used as a matte for the clip on V3. The clip on V3 has a tint filter on it, and it's also got corner pinning and scale adjusted to make the clip fit into the graphic frame. The composite mode of this clip has also been set to Travel Matte Luma, so it uses the lines image from V2. Above the V3 clip is a graphic of the yellow frame, and finally the top layer V5 contains some text. I'm going to use paste attributes to replace the footage in the V3 clip, but keep all the corner pinning and scaling as it is. So I'll load the replacement clip into the viewer and mark an in point just before this explosion here. Let's say that frame there. Now, at this point, you might think that it would be easier to use Final Cut Pro's Replace Edit mode, but as you can see, Replace Edit literally replaces everything on the clip, including filters and motion tab parameters, so that's not going to be any good in this situation. I'll undo that, and with the viewer window active, I'm going to copy the marked clip to the clipboard by pressing Command-C. Then I'll select the clip on V3 and press Option-V to bring up the Paste Attributes window. The only checkbox I'm going to enable is Video Content, and then press Return. You can see that the only thing that's actually changed is the footage. The tint filter, corner pinning and scaling on the V3 clip are just as they were before. Paste Attributes with Content is a very powerful and time-saving feature in Final Cut Pro, and incidentally it also works great with audio clips. This is particularly useful if you've keyframed audio levels on a music clip and then you find you need to replace it with a new piece of music. That wraps things up for this time. Don't forget you can get all future episodes of Hot Tips automatically by subscribing to the podcast from our website. Thanks for watching.
Digital Heaven, the hottest tools for the coolest apps. Find out more at digitalheaven.co.uk.
Counting out.